Here are the things that I get asked most often about raising vegan kids. Number 1, can they live? As in, will they survive? As in, how do they grow? Are they gonna be okay? Yes, you can raise vegan children who are healthy children. Contrary to what the meat and dairy lobbyists who decide what we should eat will tell you, children can thrive without eating meat and without eating dairy. The only thing that vegans can't get from the foods that we eat is vitamin B12, which you can totally take a supplement for. Many vegan children take B12 supplements, and that does the trick. My children are rosy-cheeked and alert. They have good endurance for sports. They are hardy. They are hardly ever sick. You can raise healthy vegan kids. Number 2, what about protein? How are they getting their protein? So when they hear that my kids are vegan, that's what they ask. Many people don't realize that there's protein in a lot of foods. There's protein in bread, in beans, in pasta. There's a ton of protein in quinoa. There are many ways to get enough protein, even if you and your children are vegan. Number 3, what do you do about play dates? People also ask, what do I do when other people care for my children? Well, I tend to do play dates with people whom I know, who know and respect me, and who respect the choices that our family makes about food. My kids are actually easy to feed if you think about it. They eat fruits, vegetables, nuts. Those are the easiest snacks for them. Carrots and celery, fresh veggies, and even hummus are now pretty easy to find. Number 4, what about birthday parties? Excellent question. I will admit that there was a year or two when my kids didn't quite understand why they couldn't have the cake being served at the birthday parties that we went to. My solution was I brought along a little vegan treat for them to have alongside the cake that was being served. Number 5, what do you tell your kids? I think what people are really asking when they ask this is, do your kids think I'm a bad person because I'm not vegan? I've always told my kids that we choose to be vegan, that's not everyone's choice, and that's fine. I don't want my children to be judgmental and annoying. I remind my children frequently that our pediatrician supports this way of us eating. I tell my boys that we respect the earth and the animals which God has placed here. This is the way we do it. Being vegan is a philosophical, a medical, and a spiritual decision that we make every day. I also tell my children that it is worthwhile to make sacrifices for a greater good. Our capacity as humans is that we operate at a very high cognitive level where we can make decisions about things that we love, which we are choosing to refrain from. In our family, we refrain from eating animal products and wearing animal byproducts. Our cognitive and emotional brains help us decide the kind of people that we want to be, and we are vegan. I don't know if my children will always be vegan, but what I hope I have instilled in them is an appreciation for reflection, for sacrifice, and for ethical standards above what's trendy or what's commonplace or what everyone says is normal. I want to raise my children to be people who question things, people who do research, people who make decisions based on facts and feelings together. And we are animals, but we are unique animals with a distinct cognitive ability for contemplation, for conservation, and for cooperation for a greater good. And thank you for being open to hearing what I have to say about raising vegan kids.